What sold? Day 129. The first sale of the day is this vintage 80s Los Angeles Lakers jersey in an adult small. This is one of the sand knit jerseys. I did notice this. This is usually a good indicator of a good vintage jersey. I was a little bit thrown off by this one though, because I think that the Lakers number 42 was retired for James Worthy, and this one said Mandy on the back of it. So like I said, I was a little confused by it, and I couldn't find anything who Mandy was or what was going on with it. So I wasn't sure exactly how to even price it. But I'm really happy with the sale because it sold in one day for a best offer of $50 plus shipping. Sale number 2 is this Augusta National. I think this is from their pro shop, and it's called, the label on it says Red Jacket. But this is from Augusta National, the golf course where they do the Masters. And that's a very prestigious, it's one of the majors for the PGA Tour. So it is a very prestigious course and tournament that they have. But this one sold in one day for full price $90 plus shipping. I actually priced this higher than I think I saw anything sell because there wasn't anything available for it. And I'm glad I did because, like I said, it sold in one day for full price $90 plus shipping. Sale number 3 is this Tommy Bahama Hawaiian shirt in a men's 2XL. This was a silk one. It sold in 1 month for a best offer of $17 plus shipping. These don't sell for a ton of money anymore, but if you can get them cheap enough, they are pretty decent sellers in the $17 to $21 range, which I'm perfectly happy with if I'm buying them for $7 or less. So number 4 is this Nike Court tennis shirt in a men's large. This sold in one day for a best offer of $15 plus shipping. I don't find a lot of the Nike Court stuff, but when I do, I pick up most of it. It doesn't sell for a ton of money usually, but it can sell pretty quickly. And I think that the shorts even sell better than the shirts sometimes. So number 5 is a Tory Richard Hawaiian shirt in a good size, well, in a big size, a men's 5XB. I don't find that size very often in almost anything, but this one sold in 9 months for a best offer of $14 plus shipping. So Tory Richard isn't the best selling Hawaiian shirt anyways, and it is the middle of winter, so I'm actually pretty happy with this sale. Sale number 6 is this Rain Spooner Hawaiian shirt in a men's XL. It did have these flags all over it. I'm not sure if these are the nautical flags or yachting flags, but they are some kind of, I think, boating flags. This one sold in 48 days for a best offer of $20 plus shipping. Most of the ones with the flags like this aren't super sought after, so I'm not upset with that sale because it did still happen pretty quickly in the middle of winter. Sale number 7, another Rain Spooner Hawaiian shirt. This one's in a youth size large, and it was a Mele Kalikimaka one, so it's a Christmas one from 2007. Obviously, Christmas just passed, so I'm pretty happy with this sale because it sold in just 3 months for a best offer of $25 plus shipping. I could probably hold out for $35 or $40, but I'd be waiting almost 11 months. So I'm happy to get this sale, especially with it being only a youth size. Sale number 8 is a North Face jacket. This is just like a fleece full zip in a men's large. This is the Summit series. I'm not exactly sure if that adds much value or not. I'll show you guys the tag right here where it says Summit series. This one sold in 2 days for full price $23 plus shipping. Really happy with that sale considering this is a pretty basic North Face jacket, and I picked these up for around $7 or $8 each in a big buyout. Sale number 9 is a pair of link sole golf shorts in a men's size 34. These sold in 1 month for a best offer of $15 plus shipping. I could maybe get $20 for these when spring or summer comes, but I'm pretty happy to move these quickly for $15. Sale number 10 is a vintage Patagonia jacket in a men's small. Did have quite a bit of wear on it, but it sold in 2 days for a best offer of $32 plus shipping. This really isn't anything special, and these older ones aren't made. I would say they're usually not made as nice as the new ones. You could tell when you grab this that it's just a little bit less quality than what they make now. But I'm super happy with the sale. This one also came from that North Face buyout where I bought the jackets for about $7 or $8 each. Sale number 11 is this Lululemon workout shirt in a men's 2XL. This one took 1 month to sell and it sold for a best offer of $20 plus shipping. Most of the Lululemon men's shirts do pretty well, especially in the bigger sizes. I usually will even pay up like $10 for these if they're in 2XL, knowing that they're going to be a pretty quick flip in the $20 range. Sale number 12 is this vintage Hilo Hottie Hawaiian shirt in a men's medium. This sold in 5 months for a best offer of $12 plus shipping. Hilo Hottie isn't the best Hawaiian shirt brand to flip. They usually only sell in the $12 to $15 range. Sometimes you'll get lucky and find one that has a better print or is more sought after, but for the most part, this is what you can expect from these. So number 13 is a Scorpion band t-shirt in a men's 3XL. This came from the Band T buyout where I bought a ton of band shirts for about $4 each. This one sold in 3 months for sold for the full sale price of $17 plus shipping. Since this has been listed in the 2 to 3 month range, it must be just under 3 months because it was only 15% off. I think once it hits 3 months, then it goes to 25% off. So I'm really happy with this sale, and I'm happy it sold before it hit the full 3 months. So number 14 is this GSS safety jacket in a men's 2XL. It was new with tags. I think they might sell this jacket at Walmart, but I'm not sure. It took over a year to sell, and I was happy to accept the offer of just $9 plus shipping when it came in. As you can see on the screen, I actually originally had it listed for $40 plus shipping, so that was a big mistake. I think if I would have probably just listed this for $20 to $25 in the beginning, probably would have sold pretty quickly and for much more than I ended up getting for it anyways. So this is just a reminder to price your items as accurately as possible. So number 15 is a Rockstar Energy sweatshirt in a men's large. This sold in 2 days for full price $35 plus shipping. Rockstar Energy and Monster Energy, I grouped those two items into a similar category. Obviously, they're both energy drink companies, but they both sell really well for their officially licensed merch. So anything with either of their logos, as long as it's from those actual companies, is going to sell pretty well. You'll also find some stuff that is collaborations with other companies with their logos on it. Those usually do pretty well. Also, the only ones that you want to look out for are like some knockoffs that someone just printed one of those logos onto a regular item. Then I probably would steer away from selling those just in case you don't get in trouble with eBay or for one of these companies like trying to Vero you or something. So number 16 is this Hilo Hottie Hawaiian shirt in a men's 4XL. This one was also a bark cloth. I pick up almost any bark cloth Hawaiian shirts. If you don't know what those are, they just have a thicker feel to them. They almost have like a gauzy, not quite seersucker, I would say more of like a gauzy feel to them. They're usually a little bit thicker, but they're still made with cotton. This one sold in 1 day for a best offer of $22 plus shipping. So even though I know Hilo Hottie isn't a great Hawaiian shirt brand, the fact that it was a 4XL and bark cloth made it a very easy seller. Sale number 17 is this Grayson golf jacket in a men's small. It's a full zip and it's quilted. It sold in 5 days for a best offer of $32 plus shipping. If you watched all my videos, you might have seen this get sold a couple weeks ago. It got returned by the buyer because it didn't fit. Those kind of things do not upset me, and you shouldn't let them upset you. It's just part of doing business. I got it back, relisted it, sold it again quickly. And who knows, it might not fit the next buyer, and if so, so be it. I might have to sell it a third time, but it's okay as long as you know that you're listing items accurately and it's just you're including measurements and letting people know if the items don't fit as they normally should, then I wouldn't worry about it. Just keep selling the items, keep listening if they get returned, and move on to the next item. Don't let it ruin your day or ruin your business. Sale number 18 is another Rain Spooner Hawaiian shirt. This is a collaboration with, I don't know if it's Miley or Millie. I'll go ahead and see if I can find you guys the tag here. This one did have some flaws on it, but let me pull up the tag real quick. Right there, that is the collaboration tab for Rain Spooner and Miley. These, I don't find these very often. I've definitely found multiple of them before, but I can't remember any that have sold extremely well. This one obviously had some issues with it, with the sleeve. I think the hem was gone or the stitching was messed up. So this one took 7 months to sell, and it sold for a best offer of just $10 plus shipping. But I could just tell by this print that this isn't a very sought after print and it wasn't going to do very well. And then on top of it, having the large flaw is going to make it sell for very, very little. So number 19, this is a nice North Face jacket. It's a full zip with a hoodie. It reminds me of a Patagonia Better sweater. I wish I would have, if I would have had room, I think I used all my keywords and filled up the title. If I would have had room, I would have probably put better in the title somewhere. I don't know if I would have went as far as to put better sweater. That might have been a little bit misleading, but if someone is, interested in the North Face jacket that looks like a better sweater, I would like to help them find it as easily as possible. And this one sold really well. It sold in 2 days for a best offer of $25 plus shipping. And this also came from that North Face jacket buyout. Sale number 20 is a Trader Joe's employee shirt in a men's XL. This is a vintage one, either from the 90s or early 2000s. And it was a bit worn, but it still sold decently. It sold in 4 days for a best offer of $13 plus shipping. And I'm actually really happy with that sale. Sale number 21 is this Travis Matthews board shorts in a men's size 34. These took 8 months to sell, and they sold for a best offer of $15 plus shipping. Being that it's the middle of winter, I'm happy to let these go for a decent amount, where I'm still making at least a few bucks. I pick up most of these board shorts around $7, so I know I'm not getting rich on it. I'm probably only going to make $6 or $7 profit. But like I said, it's the middle of winter, and board shorts usually aren't the best seller, even when spring or summer come. They don't sell for a ton of money, even though they will sell quicker. Sale number 22 is a Hollister button-down shirt in a men's small. This sold in 3 months for a best offer of $11 plus shipping. I remember finding this. It was pretty cheap, I think, at the thrift store. But I thought that the print was going to help it sell, even though it was only a men's size small. Not a great pickup, and I honestly probably should have passed on it, because even if it was only a few bucks, I'm still only making a few bucks on it. But it sold, like I said, in 3 months for $11 plus shipping, and I'm happy to move on. And an item like this is kind of a lesson that even though the print's great, the size is still small, and the brand is still not very sought after. So just move on. It's okay to leave some of these items behind, even though they're profitable, when they're not profitable enough or they're not going to sell quick enough. Sale number 23 and the final sale of the day was this vintage Lee denim jacket in a men's medium. This is one of the ones that was union made, and I think it was from the 70s, maybe 80s, but I want to say 70s. And it sold in 10 days for a best offer of $30 plus shipping. So as these Lee jackets get older, they tend to have more value. Also, the ones that are like blanket or flannel line actually sell really, really well, even if they're from the 80s. I'm not sure about the ones from the 90s, but if they're blanket or flannel line, they'll sell even better. That's it for the sales. Finally, a decent or above average sales day. I don't think I've sold over 20 items for a couple weeks now. So I'm really happy with the sales day. There was some really good sales in here. And I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for day 130 of the What Sold series. Peace.